Machinist belt grinder part 3, making the platen and probably the work table. According to the label, 6mm plate for the platen. At the end of the day, if I'm not happy with the platen, I can change it later. Do you know when you get something new and you really want to use it, even though you're only like cutting some 80mm bar down to square? I really wanted to use that split vise. I should have really gone for 6 inches on the wheels at least. I'm hoping to solve it by creating a sort of sprung loaded platen so that I can adjust it in and out with springs and then lock it off. Sounds a bit loud. Yeah. So I need as much clearance between the belt, the front and the back of the belt as possible. I've got to try and make like a compact adjustment. I'm just using this as a packer. This is a bit of 80x10 bar. And then to allow me to be able to move the platen in and out a little bit so that I can get it where I want it really. I don't want to stitch myself up and have the platen in the wrong place. I'm going to slot this bit of plate out and it will bolt to the back of it across there. Couple of holes drilled through the big bit of plate. I've got to make some threaded standoffs up for these. I'm going with rose joints, like the old, what do they call them? Heim joints. Mainly because I just got them. Quite a few of these. Yeah, so they should be positioned like central in there. Should be able to adjust the platen in and out on these mounts. And if this works out and it goes together how I want it to, then this will be the platen done. And technically, if that gets it up to a point of being a usable belt grinder, it won't have both functions I want. I might just shield it off at the top to stop it from getting flung on my face, and then maybe start using it like that and make the auto feed belt later. I don't know. I might stitch myself up by like featuring my little burner again, which is obviously over there burning away, keeping me hot. And I'm going to take my jumper off in a minute because I'm getting too bloody hot. Yeah, let's quickly make that up. Yeah, so several hours later, two nice bits of flat stock ready to go to start making my table out of. Here we go. For my table angle adjustment, I wanted to do it so as the front leading edge of the table stays as close to the bout as possible, which means placing like my centre of rotation basically level with it. Now that can be done because I'm building this away from the belt a little bit. I've got two bits of I think this is 25mm plate. I spent a bit of time yesterday, took 2 attempts. Attempt 1 was this, it was about 1.5 thou too small. This one came out fine. So the plan here is to use this to locate the reamed holes that I've put in there, which is where the centre of rotation will be on the parts, and then the large diameter fits perfectly within my rotary table. I wanted to ensure to reduce manual error. I figured this would be probably the best way. This is going to take a while, I think. I've left 1/2 mil, so I can just like break these off when I need to. Next I just got to rough all this out. Fun, fun, fun. It's irrelevant, but that bandsaw is a really nice cut. Really like that cut. It looks nice. Yeah. So many splinters in my hands. This plate is
is basically at the limit of the X movement on my mill. Wow, it's about maybe half an inch under, but by the time you take in, no, it's 12 inches, it's an inch under. By the time you take in account for the facement I'm using, which is I think 65 mil, so just over 2 inches, I can't quite get the clearances. I'm hoping to rough this out to a fairly decent standard. The other problem is I've only got 6 inches on the Y and the plate's 10 inches wide. I'm hoping to just be able to move the head out on the ram arm, and hopefully there won't be too much variation, because obviously, you know, with the extra weight it's going to dip down a little bit, but it shouldn't be too much. So yeah, let's start doing this. The work table for the grinder is nearly done now. I'm just about to add the locking mechanism. This is going to be the back plate. I made this plate mainly because I thought the RSJ that makes the main body of the grinder isn't going to be perfectly flat and probably won't give a very good sort of clamping surface for clamping up the trunnion part of it. And this is the other half of it. And what I was just thinking is, when I weld this on, I'm going to basically put a few welds around the edge. Can't weld the back of it. So if I do this with a little threaded stand-up I just made, I can do it so when I tighten the clamp, it will pull, because this plate's machined down to about 3mm thick now, because I didn't need it very thick, but it will pull the face of that plate against I don't know, I think it's a trunnion, whatever this part would be called. The swish plate, the moving bit. Yeah, so I was just thinking I'd be able to sort of use that as a brake, as like a clamp. So I'm going to weld that in now. Okay, so on the back here, I wanted to make sure that I could move the platen like left and right a tiny bit. Solely, I just didn't want to end up with it in the wrong place. There's my reasoning behind that. And, I'm really pleased with how the table come out. It's really strong and solid. I've got to do a little bit more clean up along this edge, but that was just because I cut the 45 with a bandsaw and it didn't turn out too clean. So that's perfectly fine, I don't mind that. Let's just quickly square this up. Well off the square! So to quickly finish this video out, guys, this is a block of steel I've been playing with a grinder anyway. I just want to make a little stiffening plate for where the platen mount welds to the main body of the frame. So I'm just going to quickly grind that. So you can see this thing actually running. Another chapter of the belt grinder finished. So thanks everyone for following along. If you've enjoyed the video, please subscribe. I'll be doing the next bit soon. You're also going to see my new toy. I've got another new toy, one you haven't seen yet. It hasn't even been on the channel yet. I've got to do a restoration on that. It's going to be for helping me out with some of the metal work on the grinder for doing all the shields. And just a massive thank you for everyone who subscribed the other day on my mini waste oil heater video thing. My subscribers jumped up really fast in the last 11 days. I think I've had a couple of hundred or more subscribers, so thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the last minute or so of the video. Take care. Bye.